One of the deadliest attacks in the Pacific during World War II is being remembered tonight.
The Army's 27th Infantry, a former New York National Guard unit, landed on Saipan back in July of 1944, and more than 400 people, men, were killed.
The remains of some of them were recently found there. Kimberly Howard explains what some of their comrades are now doing to try to bring them home. Kimberly, it's new at 6 tonight. What do you have?
Well, Greg, Dory, these are Japanese researchers who have been doing this type of work for nearly a decade. Now, though, it's a race against the clock. They tell us condominiums are set to be built on the location, Saipan, where more than a dozen fallen soldiers are believed to be buried, and they need your help in bringing them back home.
The New York State Military Museum, a haven for those who thirst for knowledge on people who lived before. But tucked away in the basement, hidden from public view, untold stories being uncovered by researchers with one important goal.
Just think about it. If you find some remains in your backyard, in your garden at home, can you just leave it like that and don't do anything?
Osan Kurata has spent the last 9 years combing through archives. His team from Kuentai-USA then sifting through dirt. Their job is to find the remains of fallen soldiers and bring them home for a proper burial. Now the pressure is on. Developers are set to build condos near the very spot where hundreds of American soldiers were killed.
There are dozens of World War II soldiers still missing in action. Many of their remains believed to be in Saipan. But where? The answer to that question could be in these files.
Kurata and other researchers have determined that the remains of 21 soldiers are buried in this general part of the island. Many of them were from New York. In the past 3 years, at least 5 sets of remains have been unearthed, 4 of those positively identified with the help of dog tags and DNA. But Kurata, who hails from Japan, says speaking with surviving family members who are American is the hard part.
At first, he was really nervous because family might tell him that you guys Japanese killed our father, your uncles, and might have that kind of objection from people. But it wasn't like that at all, actually.
Actually, Kurata says all of the families he's worked with so far are really happy to get his call. And now those families, along with more than a dozen others, are waiting for their loved ones to come back home.
Now they have until the fall to find them. This group works closely with historic preservationists in Saipan when they're on their digs, and these excavations cost a lot of money. We have information on how you can donate to this group and even how to assist in the search. Back to you guys.